Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Mindful SMP server. Kruncky here, we're now on episode 10 of this multiplayer adventure. We're here at the base because there's some things here at spawn that we need to take care of. We've kind of been neglecting for a while, and one of those things is we need to make a sale. We haven't sold any of our parrots in a while, and so I really think it's time we make a sale. And sure enough, we have people showing interest, and one of those people is Kenny, our next door neighbor. So Kenny's shown interest a couple times in my parrots, and so I feel like I owe him a little sale. And because it's taking me so long, I'm going to give him a little bit of a discount for my resale price, or my retail price. But, you know, since we're kind of doing this undercover, I don't want this to be, you know, very public. So we're going to find ourselves a place that is kind of away from everybody. And then we'll give Kenny a hint as to where that is. But I'm going to go find a place to hide my little transaction area. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I came into the birch forest because nobody really comes here. Although somebody has been doing some birch mining. I'm going to assume Lautner, because it's become aware. The mindful members have become aware of Lautner's secret obsession with birch, and all this birch suddenly missing. It's kind of suspicious. I do think that it's Lautner that is kind of hogging all the birch, but you know, we're not going to judge. I found this hole right here. This was here before I got here, and I think this is going to be the perfect place. I'm going to grab a chest and a sign. Don't worry about the things in my inventory because I'll explain that in a bit. We're going to put that there, and we're going to put the 5 colors of bird in here. We have the red, the cyan, the light gray, the blue, and the lime colored parrots. So basically what's going to happen is Kenny is going to come over here. He's going to put his payment in here, and based on his payment, I'm going to deliver however many of those colored birds. Just to make this a little less suspicious, we're going to put a sign here that says, "This is not from the jungle smuggler." So no way anyone's going to look at that and be like, oh, he's selling parrots, because this is not the jungle smuggler. Now, I chose that spot over there because it's not too far away from spawn, but at the same time, it's decently far enough away that no one's going to accidentally run into it, which I think is a good choice. Since we're trying to stay on the down low, this is a bit of an illegal sale. So being away and hidden is kind of something that would do us a lot of good. But that does mean we got to tell Kenny where this is. So we're going to head to his base. And we're here. I have myself another chest. We'll put that down here. And I'll put a sign on top of it. It says, "Message from the jungle smuggler." And we're going to put a book inside. We haven't actually written this book yet, so I'm going to go ahead and write something here. "Hello, potential customer. I've heard that you may be interested in purchasing a rare bird or two. As this is an illegal arrangement, I've placed a chest somewhere hidden where you can make payment for said birds. Inside this chest, there are 5 blocks of wool, each of which is dyed the color of a parrot. Place your payment under the wool, and the jungle smuggler will deliver your birds. Since you have waited for so long, I have given a small discount on this agreement. My price for you is 5 diamonds per bird. If you purchase 1 of each color, I will drop that down to 4 diamonds per bird, or 20 diamonds. So that's set. We've written that. I'm going to go ahead and sign this. Jungle smuggler. And we're going to drop this right in the middle. So, Kenny, next time you're on, make sure you check this out. And, oh, I forgot to put the coordinates. Let me get another book. I've written the coordinates here, and I'm not going to show this here just in case some of the other law enforcement members are watching this video. But we have the jungle smuggler and the payment coordinates there. And that will tell Kenny exactly where to go so that he can get, so they can pay for his birds. And then, of course, the jungle smuggler, i.e. myself, will come and deliver his birds. So with that done, we're kind of caught up here at spawn. I know that I still haven't done this area here or some of the decorative bits, but I really do want to get started working on the new base. And since we picked that out, it's time that we go over there and do some stuff. I'm not actually going to build my base quite yet because I don't exactly know what I want to do yet. But over here, we're making some glass. And there's a reason for that. I will be creating something over there. And we've already got part of that set up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this glass. We'll leave the rest there to burn. And we're going to head back over into the nether. And I'm going to show you something that I've been gathering. And so I'll see you there. In my last episode, I lit the portal to my base. And I told you that I was going to, off camera, build the nether entrance. And I've done so. And as you can see here, Krunky's Mountain Island. But more important than that, you'll see over here we got 2 villagers, and these villagers are actually brown coats. They are Fletchers, but they will do the job. I have the 2 here, and these guys were very much a pain to get over here. All of the closest villages were actually claimed by other members, so I had to find one that was literally on the other side of spawn. And yeah, that was a good 4,000, 5,000 blocks I had to send these guys. Luckily, we had a portal in different places, and I was able to make a shortcut and get these guys here. But, you know, brown coat villagers, that can only mean 2 things: automatic farm or automatic village breeder. And that is the option we're going to go with. We're actually going to build ourselves an automatic village breeder in the new base area. The reason I'm doing this is because now, while xKam has his shop up, his bookshop, it's kind of lacking in the mending department. And I need mending. I have mending on nothing. And I refuse to be a AFK fish farmer. We're back here at the base, or the new base area. But yeah, I was thinking maybe down there we're going to set up our village breeder, and then we're going to put that into like a trading system. But yeah, like I was saying, I need mending, and Cam often is out of mending. I've actually never seen mending in his shops, as I mentioned, and that's because they sell pretty quick. And I don't know if I'll ever be quick enough to get mending from Cam, so I'm just going to go ahead, build my villager breeder system and the whole trading system, so that we can, you know, bypass the whole purchase system. But I don't know of a good place to put this. I'm thinking maybe over here in the corner we can cut down these trees. And I actually like it right here. It's a nice central space. I'll probably have to fill these in, but that's not a problem. And yeah, I like this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare here. I'm going to clear out some of these trees, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we've cleared out the trees, we put down some water, and we've got ourselves an infinite water source. So we're going to go ahead and start here, and this is based on basically every other villager breeder design that doesn't put them in an ultra compact thing. But I think it was originally built by Impulse SV, and then it was improved upon by several other people. The one that I'm going off of is Serpent Dagger. I actually use this in my SSP, and it worked great, so I'm going to go ahead and continue using that. Basically what it calls for is a block of water, and then we get, why can't I till that? We get 4 tilled grass in each direction, and then we just fill in all the blocks, making this a 9x9 tilled soil, tilled grass area, which will allow us to place down some plants that our villagers will take and use for their breeding. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this out, and I did not expect that to not fill up this area. I have wood, so I'm going to go ahead and make a workbench, make myself another hoe, and then I'm going to finish doing this, and then I'll get back to you in a little bit. We got ourselves our 9x9 farm area, and what we're going to do now is we're going to dig down 2 blocks so that we can drop, or it's not 2 blocks, 3 blocks actually, so that we can drop down our baby villagers and send them off away from the farm area so that they can go on and continue breeding more villagers, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this all the way around, and I'll see you shortly. There we go. We have our 3 deep hole that our baby villagers can drop into. And so we're going to take these birch trapdoors, and the only reason I use birch is because it's the most wood that I had at the time. And so I'm just going to fill up all this area with these birch trapdoors, and then we're going to close them so that when the baby villagers are born, they'll walk over here, they'll see this, they'll think it's a full block and fall down into our hole. At which point we can transport them out of the area and allow for more villager breeding. So with that in place, everything's looking pretty good. And yeah, basically one thing that I need to do is bring the villagers over and get them in here. I think I got to close up some areas first. But one of the mistakes I made was I only grabbed 2 villagers. They are both brown coats, so that's good. However, I am not able to actually do anything with them because I can't make a village and then have 2 people out here to breed. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of building here. I'll fill this up with glass and put in my water transport system. I'm not going to show that on camera because it's kind of tedious and everybody knows how to build a water transport system. I may do a tutorial on this later in life, we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to skip ahead to where I have some of this built and I'm already out and getting my 3rd villager. I got the last piece of the puzzle in, and as you may be able to hear, I also got myself something that will increase the chances that this farm is successful. And basically it is a zombie pigman. Villagers are deathly afraid of zombie pigmen, and I named this guy Bronzy because well, Bronzy will always be with us now. Those of you that don't know, Bronzy was a member that is no longer a member, but I felt it was proper that we name him Bronzy because, well, Bronzy was a pig, this is a zombie pigman. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a little area so that I can get Bronzy into the little area right here. Let's see. And this is just so that this guy doesn't get out. And let's scoot this guy up a bit. And right there I should be able to get out. And we'll make sure that he can't get out this way either by doing a little bit of this. And we should be good. So I should be able to break this. He is out, and I'm going to try to push him into the hole. Let's go. Bronzy was never good at following directions, so unfortunately it had to come to us pushing him around. And come on. Oh, come on. I'm going to try to get him to step up there, but this isn't as easy. This isn't as easy as it looks, and he's turning around. Come on, man. It's not where you need to go. You need to go right here. See if I can give him a little push from here. Bronzy was always a difficult one. We got Bronzy in. Apparently, the reason he couldn't get in was because this block and this block was blocking him from stepping up. And we couldn't close it without using pistons, so I just put a half slab right there. Should be fine. Bronzy's not going anywhere, and we don't need light down here because mobs can't spawn down here anyway, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and free our villagers, and I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but unfortunately it did. And let me close this so that they can't get out. We're going to retill this land and this over here. We have that. And there we go. He's already doing his thing. He did his thing as well. We have our villager up there, the detector villager that will make sure that this is a village, and this should be working. Actually, I need to open that up. I haven't made the system to get the baby villagers out, so well, I need to go to sleep. But I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna make that little spot for the villagers so the baby villagers can get out. They're in love. I saw hearts. I don't know if you saw that, but they are in love. I'm waiting for a little baby villager. No, that wasn't it. So we started working on this, but they're not in love enough, so yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit. They are doing, oh, there we go. There's our first villager baby. Let's follow him here, and he might get caught up on that. I should put some, oh, there he goes. I should put some pigmen in there so that they get scared this way as well. But he should be coming down the path here, which should lead him to this little holding cell that I have right now. It's temporary, as I haven't yet built out the infrastructure to actually move him out of here. But I should see him coming around here any minute now. There is a chance that he'll get stuck up on, oh no, there he is. He doesn't want to fall down, but that's fine. Oh, there he goes. He's in the holding cell. And now all I got to do is build infrastructure to put a minecart system that'll pick him up and send him off his way into the villager trading system. So yeah, that's all good. Everything's working great. I don't know if this can actually do more than one villager at a time. We'll find out, but I need to find my bed because it's getting dark, and this is a zombie magnet. My bed. Let's get this down, and I might have to kill this guy first. I'm going to go to sleep, and we'll wrap this up in just a little bit. So there you have it. You saw the baby villager that we got from the system. We have our zombie pigman Bronzy here, making sure that all the babies get into the system. And we have our two villagers here farming away and making sweet, sweet love. And we have our one villager up there who's just opening and closing doors. Now I put this extra block here because now it looks like it's coming out of the side of the mountain instead of just kind of floating up there. And the placement of this worked out perfectly. Had I started right here or something, it would have went into the mountain. I kind of didn't want that, so yeah, placement worked out perfectly. I'm happy with it, and things are working great. I just can't wait to see how many villagers I get and how many good ones we get for trading. So I'm probably going to end up putting my trading system somewhere over here. It's going to be an underground transportation system so that I don't have to worry about it. I do have to avoid this ravine here because this seems to go quite some distance. So I might do like, oh, that would be cool. If I did like a transportation system through the ravine and then into my trading system, that would be awesome. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to see it because, well, you wouldn't actually be riding in the transportation system, but the villagers will get a nice view of certain death as they head into the villager system, trading system. Anyways, that is basically all I got for today. For today. I'm not sure if this is shorter than usual or longer than usual. Depends on how much editing I have to do or I can do. But it was a productive one. We set up a sale and we got ourselves a villager breeding system all set up. And all we got to do is breed some villagers and make ourselves a trading tent. So yeah, if you like this episode, go ahead down. Go ahead, head down there, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, oh, they're making love again. If you haven't subscribed already, you should head down there, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notifications of my next uploads. And that's all I got for today. So have a good night. See ya.